Alright, so I get a lot of questions about how I build so many mocks, and I want to explain today that this mock thing I do is not like most people. I don't keep my mocks together. I take every single one of them apart, and I don't keep sets together, and that's the big thing that I'm going to explain. Alright, so my room is a little bit messy today, but I'm still going to explain how I go about building these mocks and how I have so many parts. The first thing is, of course, I do not keep my mocks together. If I were to keep my mocks together, I would not have enough parts to build anything except the one I kept together, because the stuff I do is just so limiting on my parts. I can't keep any of them together unless it's a very weird mock that I don't use a lot of the parts. For example, that little skeleton land speeder there that I built a while back, that is one of the mocks I've kept together because it uses some pieces I rarely ever use. So that's basically my approach when it comes to keeping mocks together and everything like that. I will only keep them together if I know I won't be using the parts. Otherwise, I won't be able to build more mocks. So that is the big thing. I know a lot of people ask about that, so I have to explain it. And another thing is that I don't really keep sets together. If we look around my room, there are barely any sets. I mean, I have the beloved modular buildings over here because I absolutely adore them, and the modulars are my pride and glory. I have the Stranger Things set, of course, and I have a couple sets up there that I got recently. The Great Hall and Helm's Deep over there. But other than that, I really don't keep any sets together. It just takes up too much space and too many parts. Like sets that I got a couple of years back that I don't really care for, I will take apart because I need the parts. I'd rather build mocks with them than just look at them or figure out a place to put them, because my shelf is pretty full, and my desk, that's on my desk because I have nowhere else to put it. I got a couple things on this dresser. You know, I have the modulars on a table, but I don't have the most amount of space. I want to build mocks, and sometimes you got to make a sacrifice. If you want to make mocks, you got to take apart some sets if you can't afford to make a bunch of Bricklink orders. I rarely ever order from Bricklink because I just take apart some sets. Like, I've been contemplating taking this thing apart, Image Dreamhouse, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I know the parts would be good, but yellow and blue, I could live without those. I don't need that. But you just got to make some sacrifices, realize what you want to take apart, what you don't want to take apart. Like, do you want to keep something together, or do you want to build a mock out of it? Because if you want to build a mock, maybe it's worth taking apart. Who knows? It's just one of those decisions you have to make, and that's the decision that I made a while back, and now I kind of let sets go just so I can make mocks out of them. Some things that I don't want to take apart are like this Great Hall and of course this Helm's Deep set, because, you know, that's an old set and I love the set a lot, so I'm going to keep that thing together. But that's my basic approach. Number one, do not keep mocks together, and number two, take apart sets, or else you will not have enough pieces unless you can afford to make a bunch of Bricklink orders. In that case, go for it, man. Make a bunch of orders, get a bunch of pieces, just build all those mocks. But that's not what I can do, and I know a lot of people and a lot of you guys are young like me, so you can't do that. You don't have a big stash of money sitting in your piggy bank, so you can't really do much. Like, think this is gonna get me a good Bricklink order? Yeah, probably not. It's just a couple coins. I can't really get much with that, so I have to take apart some sets and I have to make those sacrifices. But that's really all I gotta say, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below and stay tuned for some more mocks this week. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, take care.